What's up, guys? This is Chris here from Honest Outlaw, and today I'm a fish out of water. I'm out of my element. I am reviewing an AK-9. I recently have been bit by the AK bug, like a lot of other people on YouTube, in case you haven't noticed. However, I saw this guy over at my local shop, Mr. Guns here, and this is the Kalashnikov KP-9. And this particular gun here is almost an exact clone of the Russian Vityaz, which is a 9mm AK. This particular guy here has a 9-inch barrel, and it is a blowback design. Unlike some of the AKs, gas designs, this is a blowback design. They added a bigger bolt to help with the time and reciprocating mass and all that. This gun does come with a 30-round magazine, and the MSRP of this is around $1,200. However, I think I got it for a little bit less than that, something like $1,050, which is pretty nice actually, because mine actually did come with the brace. It did not come with this super shady ass sling mount system. This is a tree trimmer special here. I actually just tied some paracord on there, and I put my B&T single point sling on there because there are no sling mounts on the KP-9 unless you want to direct mount them right to the front for some reason. So if you want to hook your sling just to the front and then hook the other side to, I don't know, your nutsack and drag it around on the ground, you can do that. But other than that, this pretty much is what we have going on. So that's what I did. I also mounted a ScalarWorks mount with a HoloSun 507CX2 on there, which we will be reviewing here at some point if you guys haven't seen it already. One thing I really like about this gun is that A, it looks super sexy. 2, it has actually a really nice trigger. 3, it comes included with the brake on there, which is kind of nice. And 4, it comes with the Picatinny rail on top of the top cover there, which allows you to really easily mount optics. Now, that's been a bit of a challenge for AKs in the past, and one of the things that I've taken issue with. Basically, you had to have a side mount, which is kind of inconvenient, or you had to go with the old Ultimac top mount rail, which I put a couple in there. And the only issue with that really is that it runs a little far forward, so the gun kind of has a tendency to dip down when you're trying to hold it up. But mostly heat issues, and some of the optics have had heat-related issues being right on the gas system there. This, however, has the top rail mount, which, at least from what I hear, holds zero very well. And that's kind of a good thing, considering guns are always better with red dots. It is what it is. This is a super lightweight, easy to handle blowback 9mm, and it overall handles very well. When I picked it up and I was messing with it, the ergonomics felt really good, and I was like, hell, why not? Which is actually kind of funny, because I think the website actually says this is 12 pounds, right? It's not 12 pounds. Sorry about the wind again. We got the truck parked behind us because it's just been so windy in Iowa the past few months, and there's just no way we can get out on a day without wind because there hasn't been one. 30 to 50 mile an hour winds now for the past 5 weeks. So we're doing what we can to limit the wind noise. Yes, we do have a dead cat on the mic and all that fun stuff. But I wanted to get out here and shoot this AK today because, goddamn, I'm actually pretty excited to shoot an AK, especially in 9mm. The only other 9mm AK that I've ever shot is the AKV by Palmetto, and I hear, now it may be true, might not be true, AK Purists are gonna have to let me know, but I hear that one is inferior to this one. So I went out, picked this one up, and we'll have to see how it operates. I also do really like that it does have the extended safety on it. It's got a big extended safety latch on it, and the safety is really smooth by comparison to your average AK. And it does have the iron sights on there as well if you want to use those. However, it's got a very short sight radius, which will limit your accuracy, but not near as much as a 9-inch 9mm barrel will. So you don't have to worry about that too much. Your 500-yard fever dreams are right out the window with that. That being said, let's go down and shoot this. But before we do, I want to mention my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys very much. It's because of you guys I can purchase guns like this. You guys bought this gun for review, so thank you very much. If you like the videos, that's the best way to help me. Just go to the link in the description and sign up. Also in the description is a link to a local shelter named Iowa. It's the YSS. They could really use your help. It's dear to my heart, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys would go down there and donate a couple bucks to those kids. And then finally, I want to mention the sponsor of this video, the USCCA. It is a sponsor I've had a couple times now because I'm very proud of it. USCCA offers lots of training and classes in firearms and firearm use. They also offer some pretty awesome carry insurance in case you ever actually have to use your pistol and you wind up in court for a year and being destitute from paying hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawyer fees. So it's important that you get in there and start carrying and training, but it's also pretty important that you cover your ass when it comes to the financial side of your life as well. can't turn this. Still a little high. Now, one of the things I do like about having the optic toward the back is that you get this whole spot then to do your Chris Costa C-clamp and control that recoil a little bit, which is kind of nice. I still think we're kind of high, but yeah, we're definitely still high. Wow.
Looks on now.
Yeah. Oh, I'm out. Not bad though.
You're doing a hell of a job, baby. Yep.
Fire of a fucking brace. I thought I was gonna flip it open and look cool, but that didn't work at all. Shoots good when the brace is out, but God forbid, if the brace is closed, leave it closed. 6-inch plates at 50 yards are no problem. Whew. So, we are struggling today. We are out here in about, what, 90 some degree day after the entire last 6 months have been, you know, 30, 40 degrees. So we're not quite used to the heat yet, and we are getting hot. And you know what else is getting hot? This guy. This thing, we just put about 120 rounds through it, and the receiver is so hot that I can't even grab it right there. So I was like going all the way forward, and even up here, we had heat problems here and here to a point where I could barely hold on to the gun anymore. And that's after only about 120 rounds, and that's kind of surprising. I think a good portion of that is how tight, and there's like no real ventilation with these polymer handguards here. And I'm not really sure what's going on there to make the gun so hot, because there is no gas system per se, but you can't even like touch a lot of these controls. Part of that's due to it's a black gun, part of that's due to it's hot outside, but it made it relatively uncomfortable to shoot. Another thing that made it uncomfortable to shoot was, at least right out of the box, a lot of the controls are relatively sticky. Other than the safety, which was really easy to use, the charging handle itself was very difficult to pull back. Much more difficult than any other AK I've tried, including like my Arsenal. My Arsenal 5.56 AK, you can pull back no problem. This one, however, I don't know if it's a blowback system, so maybe they have a stronger spring in it, most likely. The other thing I didn't like was the grip. The grip is pretty classic AK. It kind of felt like, honestly, a CZ Scorpion grip. Not a big fan of that at all. The trigger on the gun was really, really good. I'm not exactly sure if that's an ALG trigger or whatever the hell that is, but wow, was that good. The trigger was good and it was really fast, allowing me to get a level of rate of fire that I didn't actually expect. The gun shot really, really fast up close, and that's what you want out of a 9mm sub gun, to be honest with you. The accuracy was also very, very good. So despite all of the ergonomic issues that I felt like I was having, the performance is in the pudding, you know, the proof is in the pudding, performance in the pudding. But the performance was excellent. I was able to hit the dueling tree relatively fast. I was able to hit 6-inch plates at 50 and 100 yards. I was able to consistently hit at 100 yards and shoot extremely quickly up close. Also, the gun was reliable. We shot 120 rounds through it, varying ammunition. Some of this stuff here, ammo incorporated, I got from Mr. Guns. Some of the other ammunition I got from True Shot Ammo, big thanks to them. And both ammo types worked really, really well. Both were 115 grain jacketed hollow points, although it does say on Kalashnikov USA's website that this is optimized for hollow points, which is really good, especially if you're using it for home defense. AK shortcomings were apparent here. The safety is a little less ergonomic to use. Safety doctrine in Russia is a little bit different than the United States. Also, the charging handle and reloading process is going to be slower, but in a home defense situation, if you fire all 30 rounds, you're in a real serious situation. So I don't think that's going to be a problem for most people. However, for a competition gun, I would recommend this absolutely not. And that's my personal opinion. Just the reloads, the mechanism is just so much slower than an AR-15, but in actual like combat style self-defense shooting, this gun absolutely shines. You're going to get that AK reliability, durability. You're also going to get an extremely good rate of fire, pretty low perceived recoil, and very good accuracy and very good reliability. The gun does come with the triangle style brace, which most people like because most people are not gigantic, and it is very uncomfortable for me, and they always have been. Sorry, Travis Haley, I know that's your favorite stock, but I don't like them because I'm 6'4", and overall they are very short for me and very uncomfortable. That being said, all the ergonomic shortcomings aside, the gun still shot excellent, which tells you how good the gun really is. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelter, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.